broadcast here. Alright, so I'm recording myself now, and this is G. Allen Roberts with I Am Masterminds, and in this broadcast we're going to be talking about becoming a freelancer. This is something that I've done for the last 10 years online, is be a freelancer, and trying to position my chair just right. There we go. And so it's something that I've been able to do from my home full time. And so if you're just joining the broadcast, we're going to show you step by step how you can start your own freelance business from home, even if you don't know how to do web pages at the moment. Don't worry, we're going to show you every step that you're going to need to know in order to build your own web pages. So if you're just tuning in, it's top of the hour. If you're just tuning in, what I want you to do is go to the bottom of the video. If you logged in through the webinar system, there's a link below that says that has a YouTube logo on it. Click on that YouTube logo and go to YouTube and enter your comments. On YouTube, I'm going to pick the best comment from the YouTube channel that this video is playing on right now. Alright, and gotta keep my hands away from my face, sorry about that. And from the best comment, I'm going to give prizes away. So go ahead and do that now. I'm just trying to keep up with everything on my screen. I got a lot of windows open, and so I'm trying to keep up with everything on my screen. So welcome to the webinar. My name is G. Allen Roberts, and that's the last time I'm going to repeat myself. I've repeated this several times in the last 5 minutes. So welcome to the webinar. My name is G. Allen Roberts, and in this webinar we're going to be talking about how to build a responsive website for local businesses that will pay you $300, $500, even $1,000 cash to do so. So what's a responsive website? A responsive website is a website that when you view it on a desktop computer, it looks one way, and when you view it on a mobile device, it looks totally different. It looks more compact, and it goes vertical instead of horizontal. The website goes vertical down the page, and the person can scroll down on their mobile device and see the whole web page. So to show you an example of a responsive website, I'll show you some of the work that we've been doing on IamMasterminds.net, and you'll see what I'm talking about as far as responsiveness. Alright, so you're going to see a little glitch in the screen as I switch over to the other camera, the screen capture camera, but just give it a second and it will go away. Alright, so first I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to switch to camera. Sorry, I should have this set up beforehand. Camera 1, there we go. Alright, so this is the part that looks a little weird. Alright, now you see me talking. Let's switch out. Okay, so now you should see my screen, and you should see my profile in the lower corner there. Let me see if I'm positioned in the right spot so you can see my face. You would if that toolbar wasn't in front of my face. Alright, so here I am. Alright, there we go. You know what I should have done? I should be this camera, and that's effect 3. Alright, let's get this straight here. Switch into effect 3. There we go. That's what we want right there. Alright, now I got my camera set up correct. Now we should see, oh my goodness, you're going to see repeating circles there. Alright, let's go on to I Am Masterminds. Alright, so now you should see my screen. You'll see me in the lower corner, and you'll see my logo and everything playing on the video. Alright, I do apologize about that. I should have had that set up beforehand. Some of the things that we've been changing, if you notice on most websites, when you go to them, you don't see this link actually do anything when you go over it, so you don't know whether to click it or not. So there's a little code that I just figured out this last couple of weeks that you can put over there, and it changes the opacity of the logo or the image as you pass over it. So any link that's an image, once you put the special CSS code in there, changes the opacity of it, so you know it's a link to click on. Alright, so that's one thing that I'll show you tonight. Alright, so this website is totally responsive, and so what you do is when you reduce the screen size, as you'll see here, I've reduced the screen size to like a mobile size device, the website then becomes vertical. Okay, so now everything goes down into a vertical format. And also you'll notice that the navigation button is now a toggle button, where you can go from page to page using the toggle button system as opposed to the horizontal linear button system. Alright, and that toggles up and down, and you close the toggle. Alright, so this website is totally mobile. Alright, so while I'm over here, let's go over some of the courses that I put up here, or tutorials I put up here. First of all, I put the Vincent James audio up here. Totally free access. There's 6 hours of audio here. 6 hours of audio. It's the best audio in my library, and I shared it with everyone on I Am Masterminds. Okay, and then I'm going to be sharing a series of videos which I created for Mastery EDU. The most popular one was this hijacked annihilation method, which allows you to spy on your competition and then rank in their place and take away their traffic. So that's the hijack annihilation method. Then I had the auto blogging system, which uses RSS feeds and data feeds to populate your website. This method, it can still be used effectively, although the way that you generate the auto feeds has changed. The way that you generate the content for the auto feeds has changed, and I explain that more in detail inside of I Am Masterminds, which is our training course. I Am Masterminds, which has 4 levels to the course. And then I put this one up, and then we'll keep putting I have a couple dozen of these tutorials, and they're about an hour long, and I go through step by step how to do particular steps. Cheap banner ads is an awesome way to get cheap pay-per-click advertising. Alright, the thing I've been working on today actually is the service page, and this is what we're going to talk about tonight: how you can provide web services for small businesses. And what I'll do is actually give you this code here, this template for creating this web page, and then I'm going to show you how to advertise this web page to get small businesses to give you $300, $1,000, $1,200, even $1,500 to build a website, and I'll show you step by step what that entails. Alright, so if I scroll down this web page, you'll see all the different services that you can provide to businesses. So everything from a basic web page, which is still responsive, to a more advanced web page, to an e-commerce website. E-commerce websites are more entailed because they involve the posting products and getting all the information for those products entered into the e-commerce database, and configuring all the pricing and the shipping and all that can be more labor intensive. A CMS website is a membership website. Anything with a login I consider a CMS, or customer management system, or a content management system for that matter. So I'll show you some examples of that coming up. Again, I gotta stop touching my face, so sorry about that. Now, website security is an add-on feature which you can add, and this could be a monthly, couple $100 a month added feature that you could add to any of these basic websites, which I'll show you how to make in just a moment. You could do like a sign up or membership donation. You could provide that as a service. Email services, web and photo services. I'm sorry, photo and video services, which is a great way. You can create videos. You can do content and sales copy for websites. You can provide that as a service. You could do website stats, payment processing. You get them set up for payment processing, and you can make a monthly commission on that as well. Media downloads, you can provide that as a service. Secure media downloads, of course. So they need help doing that. And then social media marketing, Facebook marketing, those type of things. You could get them listed on Google Places correctly and get them a higher ranking in Google Places. You could do SEO marketing, which is creating content and basically sharing that over a genre of websites to get them traffic in their niche. Pay-per-click advertising, you can make 10% of the total ad spend that they spend, and you could do a management fee as well. So all these are ways that you could generate more income. Just this last section here, I know people that are charging $10,000 just to manage their accounts. Plus they're getting 10% royalty on the ad spend. So that's a great way to make money. But today we're going to start out with how you find businesses and sell them into the basic website packages, and then we're going to go into how to upsell these add-ons. Alright, so how do you create a page like this inside a WordPress blog? So there's a framework called Bootstrap. And if you just type Bootstrap, it's actually called Twitter Bootstrap. Most people just call it Bootstrap. And you can get that through getbootstrap.com. And the newest version is 3.0, I believe. 3.2. 3.2. And what this does is give you a grid system that you can put content in, as well as shortcuts for forms and buttons. Like this is a form shortcut. So this is a framework that you can build off of to build something like this. So if you notice here that this is 1, 2, 3, 4 columns across. And so if we go into the code, let me log in here. WP admin. Alright. Now I'm going to switch back. While I log in, I'm going to switch back to live mode here. Effect 2. Alright. No, camera there. Oh. Alright. Let me log in and then I'll be right back with the video. Alright. Alright. So I'm logged into the website. And let me switch the camera back. Effect 3. Sorry about that. Alright, so I'm logged in here to the back office, and what I did is go to all posts. And it takes a while because I'm recording at the same time, so you'll have to bear with the delay. Alright, I just wanted to show you real quick that a WordPress plugin, I have several videos showing you how to install a WordPress plugin. I mean a WordPress installation. And so you go to install plugins, and one of the plugins that I'm featuring tonight is called Easy Bootstrap Shortcut. I showed you what Bootstrap was. It's this framework. What Easy Bootstrap Shortcuts allows you to do is to create short codes. Allows you to do is create the short codes and put them in the actual post on your website without the hassle of going back and forth and figuring out what all this HTML nonsense is about. You can just click a button and it will add it to the post. So let's go to the post, and let's go to edit this test post, and I have something in here, but I'm just gonna delete that for now, and then I'm gonna hit update, and what we'll see is a blank post here. So this is what a blank post looks like. There's no content in this post. The only thing I have is a title, and then this is all just add on to the actual post. So this is the footer information, and I'll show you how to do this in another video. Sorry if you hear that frog in the background. Alright, let me just double check to make sure that you can see my screen. Yes, okay. Alright, to use the Easy Bootstrap short codes, you'll have to you'll see it like this. You'll see the menu expanded, and you need to be in the visual editor, and if you don't see these two tabs, I learned this last night, if you don't see these two tabs up on top, if they're missing, that means you have to go to the user. I'll just go over there now. You go to all users. There's only one user on this website. If you don't see that tab, it's because this silly little button is checked. Okay, it says disable visual editor when writing. We want to uncheck that, and then come down here and click update profile. Okay, if you don't see that visual editor in your post, that's why. Alright, so it doesn't really matter what theme you're using, because this this plugin actually brings in the Bootstrap code or framework automatically. Then, to access the Bootstrap shortcodes, you have to click on the toolbar toggle right here, toolbar toggle button under the visual editor, and this bottom row is all the shortcodes. Okay, so let's do an easy one. Let's do a slider. A slider is a picture slider that slides across the screen. So right now we have this. Okay, so we're going to show a slider, and we're going to click on it, and we're going to say 5,000 milliseconds. Okay, 5,000 milliseconds. Yes, we want the navigation, show bullets. I don't ever click that. And then cyclical means that it's going to go in a circle from the first slide to the last slide, and so forth. Then you're going to click on upload, and if you don't already have pictures in your media library, which should show in a second, you can click on file upload, and it will just upload to your media library. But I already have slides up here, so let's look for those. Alright, since I already have these slides, I'm just going to I'm going to click on this slide here, which is the YouTube slide, and I'm going to hit insert into post. Alright, then I can click down here and hit add, and I'll go to a different slide and do the VIP one, insert in the slide, and then I can keep adding slides just like this. Whoops. Yeah, the little scroll bar on the side there that I didn't see. Alright, so I've got 2 more slides I'm going to add. I'm going to do vid traffic. And you'll see a preview of the slide show up next to the upload button. Alright, so this is the last one. Sorry if you hear that bouncing in the background. My daughter's in the basketball. You know, kids. Alright, so you're going to insert that into the slider. Now we're going to just notice this title here. I'm going to show you what to do to that in a second, but let's preview this, and you can decide whether you want to leave the title on or take it off. Alright, if you haven't left a comment in the YouTube channel yet, go ahead and do that. Leave comments. What's your biggest question about building a website? Again, my website's lagging a little bit because I'm actually streaming the video out while I'm building a website, so the bandwidth is slowed down quite a bit. Alright, so I gotta wait for that to get done refreshing over there. And then I'm going to reload this page, and we should see a slider show up here on the page. Alright, so now we see a slider, and if we click on the arrows here, whoa, where'd it go? What happened? Arrows. Alright, all the images haven't loaded. But notice we got this title, word title in the slider. Alright, so that's just one of the bugs you got to work out. I'm waiting for my screen to refresh over here. Alright, and if you just leave the slider alone, it actually slides by itself every 5,000 milliseconds, which is about 5 seconds. Alright, so that's a slider. Very easy. Wasn't that very easy? And if my website ever catches up here. So that's how I built this entire page, basically. And then there's a column button. The entire service page is built like that. I put 4 columns here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 columns here. This one was actually there's 5 visual columns, and then there's a column here on the side and another column here, so that's like 7 columns across. Alright, and then 4 again, and then this is 3 columns. So what that does, then this check mark was called Awesome Fonts. Awesome Fonts. If you go to Awesome Fonts, which loads with that plugin that we talked about before, which is the easy bootstrap shortcuts. Alright, Awesome Fonts. And I like using this because it gives you high quality icons to place in front of any text object or bulleted list. Once that's loading, I'm going to come over here, and if you don't want the title to show, you just find where it says title. Actually, you have to go to text editing, switch over the text from visual to text, and then find the word title, and anything between the quotes you can just delete. Leave the quotes empty. Leave the quotes empty, leave the quotes empty. And there's one more somewhere. Sometimes they're hard to find. Oh, it's way up here at the top. Alright, so leave the quotes empty. And also, if you wanted to add another slide without going to the editing screen again, all you could do is just copy that shortcode for that particular slide. Just copy it, and then you would put V for paste this in here, and then just change the image out. So I got another slide here. You go to your media library. I hope this isn't too difficult for you. Just showing you around, showing you what's possible and how easy it is. It's not really hard. It does take a little time to learn. There's a learning curve, but I show you in detail inside of IM Masterminds, step by step, how you can do all this stuff. Don't leave anything to chance. So I copied that, and now I'm going to just highlight the old slide and paste in the new one. Now I got a new one, and I'm going to hit update on that. And while that's saving, I'm going to come over here to Awesome Fonts. Alright, Awesome Fonts, it has all these icons, and you can browse the icons by clicking on icons here. And let's say we want the spinner icons. Click on that. So again, this loads with the, so the icon I used was the check mark one, which I don't see it right off the bat. It's in here. But let's say I wanted spinner one. So I wanted the spinner one in front of my my fonts there. All you have to do is just copy this code right here. Since Awesome Fonts is already loaded with the plugin, you copy this, and you come over here and you put some kind of text, like, actually I'm going to put paragraph tag. You have to be in text editor, see, otherwise you get these spaces. Alright, so I'm going to put paragraph tag, which is just open P, close, and then I'm going to type in my words, close the tag. Okay. Then hi there. This is cool. Alright. I can zoom in a little bit. That's zoom out. Zoom in. Ooh. Alright, that didn't work out so well. Alright, so I was trying to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing a little better. Alright, you want to make sure you leave a space there. So all I did was create a paragraph. A paragraph looks like this and it looks like that. And then I copied this from Awesome Fonts, okay? And I put hi there, this is cool. So now I'm going to save that. We're going to preview that on the screen. Alright, so that went a little faster. My computer seems to be speeding up now. Alright, so now you notice this little Alright, now you notice that I have the little awesome font here in front of my text, okay? And we should have an extra slide in there. Alright. So we can go back and we can add columns. So visual editor. Where's the column? This one's the column. Click on columns. We're going to choose which type of columns. Let's say we want 3 columns. So it did the math for us and split up the 3 columns. We're going to insert that in here and put it up at the top. So I want underneath the slider, so I'm going to cut that. And then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to paste it down here, okay? So now you can go to a site like Lorem Text. Zoom back out of this website. There we go. Something like that. Alright, you can go to Lorem Text. Lorem Text. Alright, if you haven't left a comment yet, please ask your questions about your website building process. The next phase in this training, I'm going to show you how to find clients. That's the most important thing, right? It's one thing to know everything there is to know about building a website, but it's another thing to actually find a client, find a paying client. So what I'm going to do is get this Greek text here. It's called Greeking text. It's basically old Latin text, and it just allows you to fill in areas with simulated text so that you can see preview how it looks. So you can do that, you can do this, you can do that. Alright, so I got Lorem text in there, so let's preview, see how this looks. Alright, so far this is not hard, right? This is not hard stuff. Alright, reload. And the rest of the stuff is not hard either. This is just widgets and little add-ons that you put on your page to make a pretty looking design. Oh, it didn't load. This didn't save. Let's see here. Alright, it didn't save for some reason, so let's do the shortcode one more time. We're going to add 3 columns. Nice thing about this easy bootstrap is, hey, it messes up, no problem. Easy fix. No code to know. You just gotta know that you don't put it between the brackets. That's it. You know. Gonna update that. Now we're going over here. Aha! We got 3 columns of text under here. Alright, you see how easy this is? This is not hard stuff. I mean, you can make a really nice website. Take a little time. Obviously, I'm hurrying, but this is the same steps that I took to make this display page here. And so what I can do is actually give you the template, this entire template, the little icons and everything. And then what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get clients. And so once you have a website built and a page like this, you can go to the Warriors forum, and I'll show you what I posted up there today. Warriors, alright. So you can make a graphic, post it up to actually go to Warriors forum so you know there it is, Warriors forum. And then what you can do, you can go to Warriors forum, sign up to be a warrior. There is, I think, a yearly fee or something like that. But then you go to Warriors for Hire, right? And you click on New Thread. Alright? And it's going to ask you to name your thread and give it a name. And so what you're going to do is offer your web services, okay? Even if you never had a web design before, that's fine. You can use my slides and my credibility to promote yourself. That's fine. So I'll show you what I put up there today. just basically the other page, except it's in a vertical format, and it's one solid image. And so it was $20 to post this in Warriors for Hire. Okay, this is a $20 fee, and you can add additional fees if you want to. Alright, let's see if we got any comments here. No feedback yet. Alright, so it loaded finally. Alright, so I am masterminds.net. I have over 15 years experience in graphic and web design. I have been fortunate to work on some really fun websites, so I am selective about which products I work on. It's more than just money for me. It's more about the experience, and that is so true. It's more about the experience, the challenge of building the website than it is the actual monetary benefit for me. But basically, you can make, you know, $300 per website that you build. You build 3, 4, 5 of these a month. You're making several $1,000s a month. So it's a good income. And it's the fastest way that I know how to make money online. So what you do is you just put your post up here. You show samples of websites that you've worked on, and then you just wait for somebody to click on it. And basically, well, all they do is click on this website link here, and it takes them back to our service page. Okay. Alright, so you can have one of these websites up, you know, in a week. Okay, and you can have all this done. I can give you the templates for this, and you can start making money this way. Alright, another way to find clients is go to Yelp, yelp.com. Alright, find your area. I'm in Sumter, SC, Sumter, South Carolina. That's where I'm at. Alright, we're still doing good on time. It's 36 after. Again, I'm looking for comments over here on this URL right here. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and do that. The link is up here at the top of your screen. I don't know if I can zoom that in or not. I'm going to try to zoom this in so y'all can see it. It's going to double over on me in a second. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to Programmer's Notepad. And I can't zoom in on this thing. Oh, how do you zoom in? Have to open Word. Give Word a second to open. Alright, so I'm over here on Yelp. And what you can do is you can go down here, you can search by category. This is the restaurant category. And it's San Francisco. Don't know anything about San Francisco. Alright, so you can go through the listings that it brings up and find ones that either don't have websites, like this one was a good one I found before. It's a restaurant called J.O. Grady's, and they have these great images up here on Yelp, but they don't have a website. They don't have a website at all. So you could contact them and say, hey, I see that you didn't have a website. You have some great things on Yelp. How would you like to get more website visitors? Or how would you like to get your Google places ranked higher? So you contact them, and you just start out small and you work your way up. Another way to find businesses is your local chamber. So your Chamber of Commerce. Alright, Sumter Chamber of Commerce. Go to their website. and then look for their business directory. Find a business right there. Alright, well, that's loading. Another great place is just to start commenting here on the Warriors Forum. Join the mastermind groups, local meetups, those type of things. Join, start networking here, local meetups, mastermind groups. Start finding those. Start answering questions here on the forum. Have a link back to your website. Very simple. Another website is WordPress.org. WordPress.org. Alright, the Sumter Chamber finally opened up. So they have all their businesses listed under categories. Let's say I wanted to target attorneys. Click on attorneys. Alright. You want to click the support forum on WordPress.org. Sorry, I'm jumping around. I'm just waiting for my computer to load. So you can go to forums, and there's thousands of questions on here every single day that you can just answer. Become an authority here on the forum, and people will be attracted to your website. And what you put in your profile. You put your website in the profile. Alright, so here you look and you try to find their website, basically. Visit website. This one says visit website. So you go to visit their website. Most of the time it's ugly. Alright, so here's a good example. I gotta watch what I say because I actually know these people. But if you try to see if their website's responsive, it's not. Okay? Their website's not responsive. So you could contact them and say, hey, I noticed that your website's not responsive, and most people access the internet through a mobile device nowadays. I was wondering if you might let me just update your website and charge, $300 to do so. You know what? They'd be lining up to do so. Alright, so there's a website that you could update right now. So what you do is you just contact them either by phone, or you try to find their email address, and their email address is probably here under contact us, right? Their email. Oh, come on, yeah, email. Oh yeah, they got several emails. That's an interesting picture of Vicky there. Alright. Oh man. Alright, so they got emails right here. They got all kinds of emails. Just say, hey, I noticed your website's not very responsive. I was wondering if you might let me update it to make it more responsive. I'll probably be contacting them tomorrow. I have not done this. This is new, a new idea. Alright, and a lot of these don't list a website here, so that means they probably don't have one. So you could just call them up and say, hey, I noticed you don't have a website. Would you be interested in getting one? I mean, it's just that simple. Alright, so there's two directories. The Yelp directory, which is somewhat useful, and then you got the local chamber, which is more useful. And another way is to finding leads through forums, becoming an authority, and when you do so, there's a link in your profile, which I'm not going to log in to show you, but there's a link under your profile for your website here on WordPress.org, and the same thing here under your tagline. You can go to tagline or something like that and actually put a link to your website. So every post that you make, you have a link back. Now what's another one? Okay, like here's another trick. You can do a site search. So you go site : and then do like Craigslist. And I can't spell Craigslist. Let me figure out how to spell Craigslist first. Craigslist. Okay. Let me get that. Alright. Craigslist, and then put site in front of it, colon, and then what you do is you put plus symbol, and in quotes you're going to put like website, or website, not recite, website, and then you hit return. This thing is still loading over here. This is the slowest website I've ever seen. Okay. Alright, I don't have any results for website. Let's see. I must have something up there. Oh, you know what? I gotta put the .com or whatever it is. There we go. So there we go. We gotta put the .com or .org or whatever the suffix is. Website. Alright. And then if you want a particular area, you put the, mine is Columbia dot Craigslist Craigslist.com. Hold on, let me find the URL. Load. And it's org. Okay. Of course it's org. Alright. So, gotta get the right website. Once you get the right website, then you can do website. And you can also do search tools, and you can do anytime in the past 24 hours. Alright, this will limit your results. I don't know what's going on, it's going slow. But you just, alright, load, okay. Past 24 hours, alright, so that's about a washer and dryer, application, immediate moves, available, bedroom, location. Sorry about my kids in the background. Let's put design, part-time, full-time tattoo designer. So you can do this with any website. So basically you just go through, it could be a job search website, any type of website that you can think of. People will find it. So you could do search like that once a day and just click on the listings and then contact the people. Alright, and then so that's how you find clients. You got your local directories, you got your national directories like Yelp, you got forums, and then you just got the old Google search, where you try to find people that are looking for services that you provide. So I hope that's clear on the ways that you can find clients. Alright, if you haven't done so already, we're coming up to quarter till the hour here. I'm going to pick the best question here on the website. I don't see any questions yet. Alright. So, if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment below, because obviously I don't have any comments so far. You need to have comments down here in order to pick a winner. Your chances of winning are really high if you just put a question in there. After the broadcast, I will not be giving away a free prize here, so if you're watching the replay, sorry, you can only get the following offer. Alright, now I mentioned before that I was willing to give training, give detailed training on how to set up a website like this, how to make it responsive. I showed you just now how you can find clients, and I was going to provide the templates that you'll need to set up this website. Alright, now there's a couple of options that you have here. First of all, you can click the access to free training button on my website, I Am Masterminds, and go through the free training. There's some great training there showing you how to set up a viral video marketing system. This video training will be up there as well on day 2, showing you how to become a freelancer in a matter of a week. You can be up and running. You'll have access to me in my private members area. To access this, what you need to do is you need to click one of the buttons over here, choose I Am Basic Lead System, $27, okay? And here's how you can get a $200 discount tonight, simply by watching this video and knowing how this works, okay? So what I would recommend is that you sign up for the basic package, which is $27. You'll see that on your screen right now. You'll see $27. Sign up for that, just a one-time fee of $27. That will give you the basic access. That will give you access to all the instant capture page system. Shows you how to integrate with your autoresponder, shows you how to set auto sales pages up. It's got free hosting. I'll show you how to do URL forwarding and how to make better videos. Alright, so that is $27. Then if you read this fine print, it says that we offer this is a one-time fee. Then if you sign up for the monthly affiliate program, which will allow you to get commissions by selling this product, 100% commission here. You can read this entire page. It's iammasterminds.net/join. iammasterminds/join will bring you to this page, or you can click one of the buttons on I Am Masterminds, one of these green buttons besides the free training, one of the paid memberships. Come over here and click on $27. Then it's an additional fee of $47 a month, which is dropped from $97 a month. So there's a savings there of 50%. So your total spend tonight will be $74. You'll get access to the I Am marketing system. I'll give you a free upgrade to the second system, I Am marketing system, which is a lot more content, a lot more training, and will give you access to the templates which I talked about tonight in this video. So once you do that, you will get this $297 value. You can see it posted right here on the website for just $74. So that's a savings of around $200, a little over $200 right there. Alright, then you'll be able to get affiliate commissions by referring your friends and family to this website, or your clients to this website. There's no hard sale there. It's just $47 a month. You'll have lifetime access to the I Am Masterminds marketing system, which has the latest in marketing on YouTube, marketing on Facebook, marketing with pay-per-click advertising, how to get more leads for your MLM company than you know what to do with, and leadership library. There's leadership education. There's 2 free tickets to I Am Masterminds Live, which is a live event that we host 4 times a year, and you'll get 2 free tickets to that. And of course, we want you to upgrade all the way up to the I Am Mastermind level, or into the mentoring program, but you don't have to do that tonight. Tonight, I just need you to go to the website, click the $27. When you do click the $27, there's just a couple easy questions to answer. First, your name, your last name, your email, your phone number, a password for the website, and then of course your credit card information, and click I accept and click buy. Okay, that's all you need to do tonight to sign up. Once you get inside, there'll be an upgrade button. You'll see an upgrade button for the affiliate program. Sign up for the affiliate program, then your account will automatically be reassigned to the I Am Masterminds level. So there's a trick on how to get a $297 product here for just $74 tonight. So let me switch back to live view, and let me check one more time to make sure that there's no comments here. Right? No comments. Let me refresh. Alright. But there's no comments, so I'm not giving away. I was going to give away the I Am Masterminds for free to anyone who left a comment there, but there's no comments. So I know what I wanted to do. If you want to continue watching, you can. That's the end of the educational broadcast of the webinar tonight, but I wanted to go over some of the websites that I've designed and talk about how I got the opportunity to design those websites and what the project involved and those type of things. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, stick around. If not, you can sign off to the broadcast. Go to IamMasterminds.net/join and sign up for the templates tonight and start your freelance business. That will give you access to the course and allow you to get started this week getting commissions of $300, $500, even $1,000 to set up responsive websites for businesses. If that interests you, then go ahead and do that. I'm going to stick around and just chat a little bit, show some of the examples of websites that I've worked on in the past, and then we'll be wrapping up this session. So like I said, I've been doing this for a little over 10 years. Actually been doing it since the year 2000, when I had a video production business and I wanted to learn how to build my own website to get more clients in my industry. And so through that process I learned about direct response marketing and how important it was, and how building a website was one of the keys to leveraging direct response marketing and getting more customers, more sales more quickly. And to build a sustainable business online, you had to be a direct response marketer. I started learning how to build websites, and at first I was terrible at building websites. I didn't understand what HTML and JavaScript and CSS and all these complicated things and how they all work together at first. Okay, but I never gave up. That was the thing. You can't give up. And you know, I've seen a lot of things, a lot of offers online, and I've seen a lot of push button software and just programs that sell for thousands of dollars, and you get into the program and you go, is that it? I mean, there's nothing, there's no content. The only thing that happened was a transaction of thousands of dollars to the guy that sold you the program. And I wanted IamMasterminds.net to be something totally different than that. I wanted to be a community of like-minded people who wanted to learn how to build a sustainable business online. And so that's what we began here at IamMasterminds.net, and I hope that you join us and become part of that community, because basically you're getting access to me, and this is what I've done over the years. And it's not to impress you or to sell you into anything. It's just that I have built up a knowledge base that I'd like to share with you if you're interested in that type of thing. So I'm going to switch over here. There's going to be a little glitch in your screen. Alright, So let's go over some of the websites that I've built over the years and show you where they came from and where this is one of my most favorite one was Easy Webinar. So let's go there. Let's go to Easy Webinar. Can't spell worth beans. All right, easywebinar.com. I helped co-develop this new look. I inspired a lot of the elements on this page, although the final design was done by a different designer using OP2, which is Optimized Press 2. And I think he's talking. Turn it off. Alright, so a lot of the elements, such as these round buttons and the vertical layout, was inspired from my initial design. It's just Optimized Press, you know, and the graphics are very impressive. I did not do the graphics on this page. This page was done by another designer, the graphics. Although the initial layout and the way it has these visual divisions in the page and these round testimonial buttons and things like that are inspired by my initial design. So when I first was approached by Easy Webinar, it was because I was working with another marketer online, and I just want to show you what the original website looked like when I initially saw it. So it was called Easy Web. Let's see. If you go to Wayback Machine, it was interesting because last night I went through all these websites just to see where I came from and kind of nostalgia. Again, no comments. Alright, so if you're watching this in replay, congratulations for making it this far. You have the initiative that you'll need to take this to the next level. But I've been able to make tens of thousands of dollars just building websites for people, and so I just wanted to share some of that knowledge with you tonight. And Easy Webinar plugin. One rule about having webinars is don't type on screen. It makes you look like a boob. So apologize about that, but let's see if we can go back here to 2012. Let's click February 2012. I don't think I worked on it at that point. Let's see what comes up here. Wow. That has a totally different look than when I saw it. So this is the look before I even came along. Alright, let's skip ahead here. Skip ahead here a little bit. Alright, let's choose 2013. Alright, apologize for the loading time. It happens when you record and try to use the internet at the same time because you're streaming up. Let's choose April. And if you notice here, the sales have dropped way off and then they spiked. This is after the new design, or the traffic. here's another website that I worked on. I did a lot of Casey Zeman's websites. Vid Traffic Conversion was another website that we did for Casey. So once you get a client, you never know what it's going to turn into. This turned into 3 or 4 projects, and they're pretty intensive projects. So another one is YouTube Revealed. Total overhaul on that website. Alright, just waiting for things to load here. I'm going to put VIP speaker bootcamp. This is the first website that I worked on that was for a well-known marketer that got a lot of traffic. Alright, so this is the way I saw Easy Webinar the first time I saw it. It looks similar to this. This isn't going to show an accurate display of what the page looked like, but you can get the general idea. Basically, it was this, and then it had these big, ugly icons on here. And so we went from this to this, okay? Which is a lot better, right? Wouldn't you agree? We went from here to here, okay? Much better, much more, gives you much more credibility. These ugly buttons that we had on here, oh my goodness. So yeah, we improved that website a lot. I'm very proud of what we did on Easy Webinar, and I'm proud of how the new function of Easy Webinar, which was a co-effort. Again, there was a team involved. I come up with some of the design elements, and the responsiveness of it, and then they took it from there. We had an awesome group of people working on that. Alright, this website is not loading all the way, but Vid Traffic Conversion had a lot of visitors. Probably made $30,000 or $40,000 just with this one sales page, maybe more, I'm not sure, but you can see here vidtrafficconversions.com. You can check it out for yourself. I did this entire website myself, so these are all my graphics, all my suggestions, and it's a big sales page, but it's really cool once all the graphics load. Might come back to that in a second. YouTube Revealed was another overhaul. If we go to Wayback Machine here, type in YouTube Revealed, browse history. My computer going crazy at the moment because I got too many things loading. Alright, here we go. We're getting more of Easy Webinar here. Alright, so that's the old version of Easy Webinar. New version of Easy Webinar, right? So we can stop loading that one. Vid Traffic Conversion. Got this nice cloud background that loads here. Y'all can go look at that when it loads on your own computer. Alright, some of the graphics are loading. Alright, this was a really nice converting website. This graphic here I really liked. So that load. I really like this graphic. So it's a lot about the graphics, and then the framework. The framework, allowing you to go all the way across the body of the website is important nowadays, because they want that responsive look. It's kind of the new look, going all the way across the body of your content page. Having a nice background, is also important. Here's the cloud background, okay, and it fades into a nice neutral color. Video is important. Video, having good video on your computer, on your thing. Having a nice logo. I developed a logo for this website. All these things. Having a nice clickable button area. Another nice addition. These things go up and down in accordion fashion. So all those type of things. It's the little things that make good design. It's the little things that make good design. Alright, easy. YouTube revealed a big improvement over where we started. Again, we use these sliders inside of actual images. See that sliding inside the image? That's really cool, huh? It looks interactive, more interactive. The book is 3D, it's three-dimensional, which he had rendered. I just put it on the page, but I like that three-dimensional book. Things like that. So the video inside this frame here, it's just another something I hadn't done before. But basically you can see the little hiccup right there, and that's where the top frame sits on top of the bottom, the background. There's a background image behind the video, then there's a foreground image above the video, and his little hand kind of sticks over the video. So that's how that is done. That was something interesting, never done before. This inline form, something I've never done before either. So that was interesting. You know, having this nice inline form here across the toolbar. It's definitely a new look, new way of collecting an opt-in. The members area, the social media buttons, all that ties in. These popovers are very popular. Popover opt-in form. This is called Pop-Up Domination, is the service we use for that. Having these mobile-ready videos is also important. Having them so you can enlarge full screen. Having the opt-in form over here is important. These testimonials right here next to the buy button, very important. So I'm not going to show you that. That website was hideous when we first got here, but we improved it a lot. We still could use more improvements. There's obviously some issues there that we got to work out, but let's see what YouTube revealed looked like way back when in the day. 2012. Let's click on something here. Alright, I'm almost done wrapping this up. Do appreciate. I'm going to show you one more tool that you can use, which if you don't know anything about graphics and you want to make these three-dimensional covers, I'll show you an easy tool to use. I think you can get it from IamMasterminds. IamMasterminds.net/ecover/ecover. I think that will take you to where we need to go next. eCover. Maybe it's my eCover. Yep, my eCover. IamMasterminds.net/my-eCover. Take you to my eCover maker, and this is a really neat program, which I'm going to show you in just a second. Alright, so YouTube revealed looked like, no, it didn't look like that. That's a splash page that he had up there at one time. But it looked a little better than this, but wasn't much. So we went from that basic layout to this, which builds credibility. Here we got testimonials that are supposed to pop open. I'm not sure why they're not popping open. They're supposed to pop up in a little box, in a little meta box. Aha, here's the website, which converted pretty well, but the new website converts a whole lot better. Alright, so this is the old website, this is the new website. Alright, so a big improvement, I think, over the old website. This one looks like, you know, early 80s, and this one looks modern. Okay, so all that was done with what I showed you earlier in the video. I mean, just basically those bootstrap techniques and using some nice graphics. Same with this website. Don't think either one of these are mobile ready, but this was earlier, you know, year or so go back, so things change really quickly on the internet. Alright, so if you wanted to create these e-covers, you sign up for an account here at my e-cover maker, which is iammasterminds.net/e or my e-cover, that's the /, that's my link to it, and leave page. Alright, now, you click on e-cover maker. I'll show you how easy this is. This is really awesome, easy. Might be a little slow because I'm using the internet and I'm recording at the same time. My e-cover maker. Alright, so now they just got a new library of different e-covers. I showed you the e-cover on YouTube Revealed. You can use a software like this to make that. So let's choose this e-cover because it's similar to the one that was on the website. Now obviously you're going to have to use a photo editing program if you really want to do this upright, but I'm just showing you how you can do it right here in my e-cover maker.com or iammasterminds.net, my e-cover maker. iammasterminds.net, my e-cover maker. Let's see, create this cover. Yes, click it. Alright, first thing you can do is you can choose a cool background. I'm going to choose this red one over here. It's the first one that caught my eye. And okay, this is going to be a preview of what it looks like on the actual design. And there's my computer again. So I'm going to select this and continue. Now the graphics on here, you're going to use transparent PNGs to show the background through your image. So in another video I show you how to use an online video editor. I think it's called Edge Video Editing or something like that. In another video I show you, and then how you can create transparent PNGs using that particular web editor. This doesn't do any image editing. This just creates the layout for you. So you can upload an image. And so I've uploaded a bunch of images. Let's say I want to put this computer guy on there, okay? So I click him. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so I can see more of the cover here. Alright, so it takes a little bit sometimes because of the internet. So let him load, let him load. I use this e-cover maker for a lot of graphics that I need quickly, especially for like title slides for YouTube, just logo designs, those type of things. it works really well for, and it creates high resolution graphics for you. Alright, so here's a little computer guy. You can make him larger just by dragging the corner. If you hold the shift key down, it'll keep him in proportion so he doesn't stretch out left and right. Alright, so sorry this keeps popping up. It's from my video capturing software telling me that my memory's running low. Alright, so that's why we want to put him there. And we want to insert text. Insert text. And you can do plain text, and it can be colored. And they have a large selection of fonts up here that you can choose from. But I like using the text effects. It's hard to say. And let's say we're just going to choose bling up here. Choose bling. We're going to say I am let's see, freelance freelancer. I'm just making this up on the fly, so sorry if I'm pausing trying to figure out what I'm going to say. Freelancer's Guide to something or other. Guide to Profit or something. Alright, so you can put that in there. You can reposition that. Let's say you want to make it, keep it big, but have that robot's head go across the front of it. So I'm going to keep it big, leave enough margin at the top. Then you click on the robot again, and you tell him to come to the front by clicking this button right here. See his little head came in front. You can bring him down a little bit. Now I'm going to put GUID guide to profits or something like that. Change the font to, see, what's that good font that I like? It's Kaboom. It's looking for it. Might be, let's choose Painter, and we'll choose a different effect. Use something simple. We've got a red background, so it needs to be somewhat bright. We'll use this. It's blue. Alright, so there's no options over here. Sometimes these text effects has color options over here, so just check that. Guide to profits. So sometimes your line of text you have to do in two sets because it's too long, and then it's gonna come across and go to the bottom. So we'll see what happens here. That one fit. So sometimes your line of text is too long, and obviously that's a little too gangster for me, but anyways, we're just doing this as a sample. And let's say that we wanted to add a nice color, like a black band of color across the bottom. We can go to Insert Image and go to Shapes. They have some stock images up here as well, which I'll show you in a second. Go to Shapes, and here's a black one. Click on the black shape. There's a dividing line here showing you where the spine of the book goes. Alright. Now this one I'm going to squash and squish and sorry, my thing keeps popping up. Alright, I'm going to take that and bring it across the bottom there. And obviously you can also do just a blank color up here and then save that as a template, and then you can do that as well. But we're not going to do that. We're going to hit guide and then put that in there at the bottom, something like that. So it just gives it a little different look. Obviously this is just a quick cover, but if you wanted to spend more time, all these elements, you know, you can move around. Can't crop anything, I believe. No, can't crop anything. So Freelancer's Guide to Profits, should be apostrophe S on there, but I'm not going to worry about it for this example. So there we go. Now we hit finalize, and it's going to make it into an e-cover. So we'll wait for that to happen. Alright, there we go. And then it gives you the option to download it, and you can actually download the 2-dimensional version of it or the 3-dimensional version. And you can also tell the background to be transparent. Transparent. Click on transparent right there. Okay. Now you got the checkerboard. So there you got a transparent GIF that you can upload to your website, and you got a new e-cover. See how simple that is? And it makes you look real professional because now you got an e-cover. And that's immasterminds.net/my-e-cover, and that's how you do it right there. Alright, I hope you all see that. It's awesome. Alright, so I use this for everything. And then you can take these e-covers and you can stack the e-covers on top of each other and make a nice composition right here on myecovermaker.com. Alright, so I hope that was an informative tutorial for you. There's a lot more as far as website design, and I wanted to show you before I went. I just wanted to show you that I can change the background. The software I'm using is called Vid Blaster, and I highly recommend this software, especially if you're doing Google Hangouts, because it allows you to do these cool little backgrounds. So if I want to do it from space, I can do it from space. If I want to do it in front of my village of people, I can do that. If I want to do it at the beach, I can do my webinar at the beach. Now these images, obviously I just downloaded from the internet. This is in front of a nice house. This is a lady in a bikini. There's another one here that I like. This is a different studio. This is an apartment. Here's another apartment. This is a virtual studio. Oh, I like this one. See that in the background? It's like editing. It's cool, huh? I should use that one sometime. It makes me look cool. Here's an office building. Alright, I just wanted to show you that you can switch out the slides. You can also adjust the the fringe around my head, because here I'll show you what I look like without the background. Watch out, it's going to be hideous. Alright, what I got in the background is just a blue piece of paper. Okay, just a blue piece of paper. I got a light shining up on it. I got a light on my desk shining at my face, and voila. Before, after, before, after, and then this title slide, I just pop over top of it. See that? Pop over top of that. So my normal office, on normal days is this office. This is my working office. In the background now, as you see, my working office, like that. Then I got the Village People my son put on there. Then I got the space with the halo around my head. It's actually the sun or something. I like this one. It's cool. Just don't know where I use it. No one believes I'm in outer space, so it's not believable, but it's fun. It's fun. This background, you know, really need to be in a t-shirt and shorts and sunglasses. This one looks like I'm outside. If I could back up far enough and stand in front of this, I would look like I'm actually, I don't have that much room in my office here. I could actually look like I'm outside in front of this house. Of course, I'd get rid of the graphics and stuff, but I could actually look like I'm out standing in front of this house. Something cool, right? If I could zoom out far enough, I could pull it off. Yeah. So I just, same thing with the studio. I could look like I'm in the studio talking. If I can back away from the camera far enough. The problem with the backing up from the camera is that you get close to your backdrop and then you knock over your lamp. Sorry about that. Knocked over my lamp and then it crashed, but didn't break. Alright, so if you want to know more about I Am Masterminds, and just go to sharelikes.us or go to iammasterminds.net. You'll find me there. Every Thursday night we host this webinar. Please leave a comment below if you're watching this webinar on YouTube after the fact or in the replay section on Easy Webinar. Next week I hope to have a guest that actually wrote a book about this topic, how to be a freelance web designer, and he lives in Charleston, South Carolina, and I was talking to him earlier today, and hopefully he'll be on the show, and we'll broadcast that next week, hopefully. If not, I have other topics that I want to cover as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this broadcast. I'm going to sign off now. I'll see you guys later. I want to leave you from space. Space, 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 space. See you next week, week. Goodbye, y'all. Of course, you gotta wait for me to click off it. Alright. Before you join in, okay. Got it. Leave. Bye. Leave call.